Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's surprisingly a nice morning out there.
Why are you surprised?
Well, I thought there was going to be some rain moving into the air. We
Oh.
really need the rain, something desperately. My grass is starting to get a little bit mishnewed, and that's not good.
The grass can wait till April.
I like my grass to be green, all right?
Yeah, okay.
You know?
It's the best time of year around here.
But now going into September,
Well, the way
October,
it is now, usually it's like 90 right now. But
I don't like.
It's been beautiful lately.
I don't like the heat and humidity. I was talking to somebody out in in Phoenix, and 115 degrees.
Yeah.
115, and that's like 114, 115. It's getting to be the norm. That was like an all-time high 3-4 years ago. Now they see all kinds of days.
Yeah, but the humidity is not the same out there.
Don't give me that bullshit, all right? I don't want to hear
That's what
that.
I heard.
No. I'll tell you what. Light the oven at 115. Stick your head in it and stay there for 10 minutes.
It's a dry
No, I'm serious. Stick your heat in it and let me know. I'm going to say, Wayne, how you doing? Me, I'm dying. I mean, 115 is 115.
That's true.
Dry heat, wet heat, call it whatever you may. It's
But when it's 95 here, it's like 110 outside with the humidity. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I get that. I
know Mike's answer to this, but you, Wayne, would you rather have 100 or would you rather have 0?
100.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You give me temperatures in the low 20s, I'll take it any day. Any freaking day.
Well,
I love to.
He said 0.
I know.
It's a big difference.
I know he did. Absolutely. You give me 20 degrees and the sun, I'll go sit in the porch.
Not in the pool.
No, I got to close the pool. I'm actually closing the pool a little later this year.
You close it before Labor Day?
No, I haven't closed. I close it usually the third week of September. And what's going to happen by then is I'm surrounded with trees. So the trees that are stressed, some of the leaves are going to start to fall down.
Yep.
And they're going to start to annoy me because I'm very, very fanatical about my pool. I want my pool immaculate.
Okay, feel free not to answer me, Mike, but what's the annual operating cost of that pool?
I have no idea.
No?
I mean,
really? I thought you'd be keeping track of this.
No, I buy. I'll buy 90 pounds of chlorine tablets, 3.5-inch tabs. I go through that in 2 years. I shock it every other week. I put algicide once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
I never, unless I see a serious problem, I never have the water tested because I don't have to because I test it. I have a kit.
Yep.
But you're the only one that swims in it. You
don't say that.
You don't have people, families, and kids.
I couldn't even get in my driveway the other day. What do you, how do you know?
When I had my pool, I had an above ground, 10 by 30 above ground.
Roger sneaks in it when Mike's not looking.
Yeah, that was fabulous. When I was years ago, when I was a basketball official, so I'd be going out at night and doing games. I'd come home at 11 o'clock. First thing I do is undress right in the pool, take a quick swim. The mosquitoes would make me crazy, in and out.
If the chlorine level's up, the mosquitoes won't drive you crazy. Mosquitoes will bother you for the first 2 hours at dusk. After that, 10 o'clock at night, when the Red Sox game ends, I do what you just said. In the morning, but no later than 5:15, 5:30, I'm doing a couple of laps. It's the way I start my day. The water temperatures drop down a little bit, but like this morning it was 75. Well, the air temperature was 61. So the pool felt warm. Everything is relative.
I did a couple of laps this morning at 5:30. I turned from this side in my bed to the other side.
That's a couple of laps?
That's my laps at 5:30 in the morning.
Hey, listen, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. Next weekend, here in the Merrimack Valley, one of the biggest events that takes place every year. And this will be the 103rd year as the Feast of the Three Saints. And many of us grew up with that celebration from young, and even younger. And it's instilled in us. And, something, it's a great tradition. It's a great custom. and it's all started back in Sicily. And have you ever been to the festival in Sicily, Wayne?
No, I'm getting a lot of pressure to go, but I've never been. And to be honest, I don't know if I could do number one, the plane ride with my back,
That's the issue.
I'm having a hard time, lately walking distances. So when you have to start walking around, I'm not sure how much I would be able to enjoy it at this point.
A lot of walking, a
Yeah,
lot of.
so I think I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, through the years, I've been to Italy quite a few times, but I've never been to the feast. I've never been. I don't know why, because they celebrate it in May, which is a nice time to be there.
Right.
But we were always kind of in the fall, and I don't know. I'm sorry. I listen to guys like Ray and Dominic, and God bless his soul.
We have a contingency of guys that are there every year.
Yeah. No, and I think it's awesome. I know I would love it.
Yeah.
But like now, we're getting on in years, and we gotta kind of pull back.
Yep.
But something, people, do us a favor. Call up, say hi to Wayne Peters, myself, Lou. Number at 978-659-0072. Once again, 978-659-0072. We'd love to hear from you, your experiences when you were a youngster going to the feast. And something, it hasn't changed much in all the years. It really has. One thing, right? The customs, the traditions.
The traditions stay the same. And that one thing that never ever changes.
What's your position this year officially? You've served in so many different positions.
This year, I'm one of the feast co-chairmen. We have four of us. For myself, I've been doing it for a while now. I'm kind of laid back and kind of just overseeing the other three guys. Not that they need it, but we're in kind of a little transition stage here. So
you're teaching.
This is it for me. It's been a while.
All right. Hey, listen, we got a call for you. Caller, you're on the Sicilian Corner.
It's Tony.
Tony
Hey.
P? Hey. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you all doing?
Speaking about co-feast chairman,
Right here. There he
There he
is. Tony P. He's another one that's worn a million.
past president.
Wore a million hats in the society all through the years. Tony, how many years have you been a member of the St. Alfio Society?
Since 1990.
Since 1990. When you came on
Yeah,
board in
yeah.
88?
88.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I have Tom Zappla to thank for that. So apparently Tom was supposed to be on the show today, but he's not doing well. He's not feeling well. Sorry to hear about that.
Well, he's got an issue, and he was a last minute scratch. And,
You got a very good replacement there with Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne Peters.
well, Wayne was
He's doing fine.
scheduled. Wayne was
Wait a minute,
scheduled.
put that the other way around.
Yeah.
We invited Tom. I'm not his replacement. He was going to be my replacement in case I had to bail out at the last
big
minute.
guy.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
He can never fill my shoes. Put it that way.
That's
you
for
go.
sure. Tony, we talked about seeing
Hopefully,
the feast in person in Sicily. You've had the pleasure of doing that, haven't you?
yeah, I've been to three feasts back in the homeland in Trecastani, and it's quite the event, as you know, and I'm sure you've talked about this. It's basically a 24-hour feast, right? They open up the church and then they process all day and then through the night, and then they bring the saints back into the church, and they put them behind the I call them gold, but I think they're the bronze doors, and
Right.
that's different than our feast, where our saints are on display in the lower church all year. Their saints are only shown that 24-hour period on May 10th to the next morning. So it's very different. The number of people that it impacts is incredible. It's cities and towns in the whole region. The dedication, the passion, the devotion, I guess, the other word I would comes to mind is incredible. When you think about how many years it's been since they've been doing that, it's incredible.
Now they have a hall. They have a hall, Tony, the Hall of Miracles.
Yeah, Hall of Miracles, the Hall of Miracles. Which
can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so during the decades, people who have, like I said, incredible passion and devotion to the saints, they pray for the intercession of some sort of help, right? It could be whatever. And most of what you see in the Hall of Miracles is some health-related issue that people have, and they have brought crutches,
Yes.
fake legs. It's amazing what you see. But people's devotion and their belief is that because of the saints' intercession, their health issues have been confirmed, or health have been
Right.
better. I mean, it's very moving, and a lot of pictures and a lot of letters and prayers and.
Well, Tony,
Yeah.
we had one of our own members.
We had, I know, yeah,
who swore by it, John Lydon.
Oh,
I mean,
Right.
he was in a wheelchair, right?
wheelchair, right?
And he was parked in front of the church when the saints came out.
yeah. And his wife had spoken to the pastor, and the pastor gave him a blessing.
Mhm.
And within 3 to 4 weeks, all of a sudden, he started having movement in his legs, which he didn't have before. And after 2 months or so, he was actually able to walk on his own. And this is after being 2-3 years,
Right.
couldn't do anything.
Yep.
And you talk about a man who was devoted to the three brothers.
Right. When he used to tell us the stories, I mean, the tears would come to his eyes, and
Right.
he was really, really. It was a touching story, listening to him say it.
He was our token Irishman in the society, and he was the most devoted, to be honest
Well,
with
don't
you.
say that. We have Mark Battle. He's a devoted Irishman too.
Yeah.
Is he? Is he all Irish?
Battle.
No,
Well, I don't know.
He's
I thought he-
married.
I thought he was half.
He might be. I mean, I know he's through marriage. He's married.
I don't know, he likes to
His
sing
wife-
Danny Boy all the time. So
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys having a good time now, aren't you?
Yeah,
So-
I'm
I hope
pretty
he's
offended
listening.
too, by the way.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, Lou.
So, Tony, as past president, when you go to the feast, you're going to be able to enjoy it this year, or are you still holding a position?
No, I like Wayne. I think I was listening prior to coming on. Wayne was talking about this is a transition, and,
Yeah.
and Wayne can attest to this. The last year and a half of my presidency, I made a conscious effort to put people in positions to
take over
leadership, because if I mean, this is the 103rd feast, right? And I was fortunate to be the president for the 100th, and I said that going into the 100th, and I've said that since. If we want this to continue, then we need two things. We need younger guys to step up and to take over positions of leadership. And second thing was we need to get more of the younger folks involved, so that way there's a transition, right? So we have some sort of transition plan. And I have to say, I think there's been some things that have happened this year that have been very significant in terms of getting people in those positions. So hold on for a second.
I'll pause the refreshers.
Had to put some Crispellis in the boiler.
No, where'd he go? I think he went to the Bacaus, or maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's coming. I can hear him.
So I just want to say that I think Joey, the council has been very supportive this year. Joey Mariano, our new president, who has a long legacy of his family and being involved, his father, his grandfather.
3 generations.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and so I'm pleased. I'm pleased that we're moving ahead, because if we didn't do this, I don't know what the future is of our organization or the feast, and all the works and the kinds of good things we do for the community.
Because it's hard to admit that we are now the older people in the
We're
society.
the older guys. Yeah, we're the older guys.
We're the older guys. You know, it's hard to.
right.
If you're the older
hard to
guys,
say
what the
that.
hell am I? Ancient?
Well,
Because I mean, there's 10 years different. There's a decade
I'm just
between
saying
you and I.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're like the old guys now. We're sitting in the back and
And there isn't one organization in New England that is not experiencing the same things that what you guys are talking about. Having
Yeah,
people coming
it's
up
not
through the
unique.
ranks. No, it's not unique at all.
Mike, it's not unique. You talk to the guys at St. Anthony's, talk to the guys at the Fisherman's Feast that we're very friendly with. They're all facing the same thing. They need to get their guys motivated. They need to find individuals that want to step up and take positions of leadership, and they have to motivate and they have to recruit younger guys because that's the path. But everyone is being challenged with the same thing.
Tony,
you know,
one question I wanted to ask
one
you.
question, please.
Last year, I mean, you were president. You've held all kinds of different positions, vice president, feast chairman, everything else. How, after the feast is over, how long was it before your mind starts thinking about next year's feast?
Well, my feeling is we do the recap meeting about 3 weeks, approximately 3 to 4 weeks after the feast, and
That's the way the pluses and the minuses of the
yeah,
past
and
feast.
then you kind of talk about and I know most people are still in that sort of high of having the feast because there is an emotional adrenaline rush that you get. That just carries you through the weekend, and then you're kind of in a good place for.
I'm gonna say something, Tony. And when you're the past president for 4 years, like Tony was, I had said it to Tony right at the end of at the feast last year. I says you're gonna experience a big letdown when your term is up in December.
Is that right?
And you're not gonna believe it. Once you walk out of there in the next few weeks, it's like you're lost because everything is off your shoulders, and it's now on to another person. Not that you're going anywhere, but and first of all, he denied it. He says, "No, I'm gonna be all right." And finally, he called me one day, and he says, "You know something? You were right."
Yeah, he's right. It's a peculiar feeling,
really,
because as Wayne says. You get the phone calls from people who are disgruntled about something or some decision, and it's a multitude of things. Well, the fire alarm goes off in the building. You get the call. I mean, it's 100 different things.
I get it.
And then you go from that to crickets, right? Like now, it's sort of like you're sort of running. You're general. You're running the team. You're running the army. You're running the plays. Next thing you know, you're not even in the game. You're on the sideline.
Right.
It's a definite emotional, psychological change. And and Wayne is right. But see, you sit there, you listen, you try to let the guys that are now in the position of making decisions and leadership. You try to make, and you're there to support them, and you're there to counsel them. You don't want anyone to fail, but you want to make sure that everyone's moving in the same direction. So it's been a good year, a good transition. I'm excited about the feast. I think we have a great lineup of entertainment. I think the guys have worked very hard. We have some new lights. I don't know if Wayne mentioned that.
Not yet. We
got some. So our friends at St. Anthony's bought some new lights, and so we were able to get some new. They're streamers, strolls. They're really very, very decorative. And when you come to the feast this next week, and you'll see them on the street, and they're very decorative. And yeah, so we're very excited. The beer and wine tent's back. We have a really good entertainment. I'm not going to go to the lineup. You guys can talk about the lineup. But Friday night, we have a great lineup of entertainment. And as you know, everything's free. So I just put that out there. Parking's free. You come to the feast, you buy food. That's on you. You buy beer or wine. Come to buy Crispelli's. that we sell in the parking lot. Other than that, everything else is free. So again, I'll end by saying I'm looking forward to this feast. I hope the weather's nice. So far, the weather seems to be working for us over the weekend. I want to thank Joey and his administration for working hard to get it in this position. I want to thank Wayne, David, Al Espina for co-chairing the feast this year. And Bona Festa, everyone. I look forward to everyone coming out and celebrating with us 103 years, and hopefully we're around for 203. So God bless you. Love you guys. You're my brothers. And I'm very proud of this organization. We do a lot of good work in the community, and we have a really good bunch of guys. So I love them all, and I want to welcome everybody to come to the feast.
Thank you, Tony.
Mikey,
very well
Mikey,
said, my friend. Yeah, babe.
Mikey, thank you. Blaine, I love you.
All right, see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Louis, why don't we take a quick break, and we come back. You and I are going to chat. We have a reconfiguration of the tent area. We have a few things going on, and let's see what's happening, right? All right, Lou.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappla. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-277-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back with Wayne Peters, and we're talking about the Feast of the Three Saints. And once again, if you'd like to say a few words, you want to say hi to Wayne, give us a call at 978-659-0072. Once again, 978-659-0072. We were talking about, first of all, let me just say this. We got a few people that are saying hi to you, Wayne. Debbie Durgan is saying hi. Hi, Debbie. Andy Parisi, who is brought up with the feast, just absolutely loves it. Al Zappla, who you happen to know.
My brother.
As your brother is right. And you know something? Al actually says here, too many experienced people are getting term limited. But after a while, you got to make room for the new people.
Exactly. And we have, for the presidency, I mean, we have two-year terms for a maximum 4 years.
Yeah.
The council is 3 2-year terms for 6 years. It's just to give a rotation and
give everybody a shot. People work hard.
And the good part about our organization is that guys like myself, Ray DiFiore, Tony Palmisano, Mike Morley, all past presidents, Dominic Messina, we haven't just gone away after our term. I mean, we're right there in the mix of things. And,
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe we're not on the council making the decisions, but we're right there, especially Ray DiFiore. I mean, God bless him. He's like my older brother. I mean,
a Ray DiFiore story.
He is Mr.
Mr. Feast. Yeah.
Mr. Feast.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, I don't know where we would be all these years. He's the one that took me under his wing when he was president.
And now you got people under your wing.
When he was vice president and Steve Zanni was the president.
That's right. Yeah.
I started working with him, and he was the feast chairman, and Steve Zanni was the president. And he says, "You work with me. Just work with me." And because I knew Ray before, anyways. And I worked, and this was like for the 75th. And that year, with the 75th, I worked so freaking hard. I was ready to drop.
Well, that was a big feast.
I was exhausted.
That was a big feast,
right.
too.
But I think it was because of that. I mean, like I said, he took me under his wing, and he calls me. We talk almost every day. And when I was president, he was like my consigliere. Even your buddy Tommy. I mean,
wait a minute. Whoa.
Behind the scenes,
say? What?
Your buddy Tommy. Behind the scenes, I mean,
he's a working associate.
When I was a president, he would call
the guy
me
you're filling in for,
tell me
Wayne?
what to do, or he tried to tell me what to do.
Just to bring everybody up to speed, this morning I received a phone call about 8:30, and it's from my would you call him? My friend, my brother,
Yeah, buddy.
my buddy. I received a phone call from my buddy, Tommy Zapp.
It's about 2.5 hours late for him.
Yeah. And he says, I got a problem. I got a problem. He says, I can't be there, this, that, and the other thing. Well, a few weeks ago, you, myself, Tony Parmesano, we were up at Tom's house, and Ronnie Vallente was there. And Tom turns around, he says, he says, you got Wayne coming in the studio.
No, first I said to him, did Mike tell you that you're coming on with us on the 28th? And he says, Mike never told me anything. So I turned to Mike and I says, Mike, did you forget to tell him that on the 28th? That so Mike looked at Tom and he said, Tom, I forgot. He did, Wayne. He did tell me. I forgot. He did tell me.
Yeah. Very convenient.
Continue.
Very good. He's a hoot. So Valente's supposed to drive to Tommy's house this morning.
Yep.
They were going to get hooked up on his computer, and they were going to be in Merrimack. Wayne and I were going to be in the studio, and we were going to talk about past experiences with the feast. So I says, well, I know you can't make it. I understand that, but I said, how about Valente now? What about him? I said, well, you told him he was going to come to your house this morning to be on the show with us. I never said that. I mean, you talk about recreating history. Holy Jaboli. And you know something? He is what it is.
Recreating history, or is it old?
Oh, don't go there. God forbid. Don't forget. Barbara Cody is saying hello. Barbara.
Not to you, though.
Yeah, that's for everybody. Hi, Cuz, and her and Andy Parisi. That's our cousin. So that's a good thing. So we're talking about reconfiguring what's going on in the Italian tent area.
Yeah, so we decided, the council and the new president decided to try something different this year. They got some recommendations. We're very close. One of the things that we did over the past few years, we've established a great relationship with some of the feasts in Boston.
I know that.
I mean, not personally myself, because I really can't do that. But a lot of the guys have been going into the feast, and the members of
At
the
the Fisherman's Feast, there was a representation from the society.
And they now come to our feast, and we include them marching, and they come upstairs, and they're included in a lot of things, and they've reciprocated, and they've invited us down there. A lot of the guys have been going down and marching and joining with them and having a few drinks and things like that, which has been really good. So I think I came from
Wayne,
one
you're
of
going
the
to go out
recommendations.
you're going to go out the window at the Fisherman's Feast?
The girl, when they put the girl on the windowsill and she comes over to the street. That's one of their big events.
I haven't been there.
Okay. It's quite a thing. I was telling a story a couple of weeks ago. We had Dom Suzulu on with us, and they're getting the girl hooked up with the harness, and she's up on the second or third floor, ready to be pushed out the window and come across the streets like an angel flying.
Yeah.
It's a big honor to be selected. And I had this couple, and they were from the Midwest somewhere. And the guy turns around, he says, "Mister," he says, "when are they going to throw the girl out the window?" But I hate to repeat it but it was the way he said it. It freaking killed me. I had tears rolling down my eyes.
Wow.
But that's a very traditional. It's like the Sandalfio Society with the torchlight parade.
Right.
That's unique to our society.
Right.
And it's a big thing.
One of the changes that was made a few years back, and I think this was stemmed from Mike Fusco, another past president, and God rest his soul.
God bless his soul, is right.
When he went to Sicily many times. One of the things that he brought back, now they have this bell, and the angel comes down
yes,
in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And with the thousands of people that are around the Vada, the street gets silence. Silence comes in the street.
It's amazing.
And the angel comes down, and every year since he's done that, I think that's
a nice
one of the
tradition.
most outstanding things that we've done, changes that we've made over the past few years.
Because not much changes.
Right. The crowd is just in silence, and they just watch. You can hear a pin drop, and all you hear is the jingle, and the angel is coming down to some music, and it drops right down into the Vada, and it has a roll of money. They take the money off and put it on the saints, and then the the angel goes back up right into the bell. It's an amazing,
Sight.
breathtaking sight.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah,
It
yeah.
really is.
I agree. You know, for years we had Sal Erna leading the band, and Sal, he was a perfectionist, and you know, he's retired since then. Who do we have now that does the cantata? And...
We have some of these. I'm not sure the names of the groups
Okay.
from Boston. We've tried a different. It was very hard to compete sometimes with St. Anthony's because every 4 years or every so many years it ends up being
They
on
overlap,
the same weekend. So we have to kind of scramble a little bit when we get the same bands are playing down there that they do as ours. So when it's separate, it's a lot easier. When it's at the same time, we have to scramble.
You have to move around a
Yeah.
little bit. And to be honest with you, in today's day and age, marching bands are kind of, I'm not going to say per se old fashioned, but
Right.
you don't see any new groups starting.
Right.
You know,
But the guys that do come down, they do a great job. But I mean, you'll never get people like Seller in the St. Alfio band. I mean, they were like relics.
I mean, that's all.
I don't know how many years
he did it.
They did it for. I'm not sure. I think it's at least 50.
So the cantata now, that song, that originated in Italy. What's the story behind that? Do you know?
No,
I don't.
No.
I thought if somebody knows Ray DiFiore, give us a call, 978-659-0072. But a lot of things are so traditional. We mentioned Ray, and Ray was telling me, I came on board for the 75th. I just lost my dad, and I became a member. And you know something? It was a great experience for me. I met some really, like, I didn't know Tommy Zappla. I didn't know you. And, you know, through all the work that we did working together for year after year
But
after
you
Tony
came
Parmesan.
in at the right time. Right? Because that was the first year we were starting in the Common, and with the major entertainment.
Jerry Valley.
Big difference of like joining. Let's say this year, no disrespect to anybody. You're joining this year. There's nothing major going on. It's an 103rd year. It's another year, another great year. But that year, the 75th,
You're right.
that was the major event in the history of the society. That things we did that year were never done before, thanks to Ray DiFiore, Steve Zani, Tom Zappla.
They let us do anything.
Yeah, they let us do what we wanted to do, and
it worked.
We worked hard, and we made it a success. And it was something that could never be duplicated, I think. We had a great 100th this year, but the 75th was the best because we were in the Common, and people never saw performances like this before in the city of Lawrence.
True. I mean, we used to gridlock, Louis. You were part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we gridlocked that part of the North Lawrence like crazy. Traffic.
Yeah,
lights.
we had we had police, we had a security people, we had the Lawrence police, we had state police on
horseback
going around the Common, keeping the peace, and we had no incidents whatsoever. And you're talking,
and don't forget
5,
the 28 porta potties.
And the 28 porta potties. And we had, I mean, inside the Common, you're talking about a free performance by a major entertainer that you saw on TV or they had records or recordings from the past. And you saw this person live for free.
And people knew the words to their songs.
Exactly.
You know?
It was, I loved every year that we had somebody. I stood right beside the stage on one of the sides of the stage, and I loved each performer that you were able to get us.
Even Connie Francis?
Even Connie Francis. I still, is whatever happened, but there were still people yelling from the crowd, asking her what to sing. Can you sing Mama?
Yeah.
And they still, after she left, they ran back there. They wanted her autograph, and she
stayed for an hour and a half at the Senior Citizen Center, just signing and taking pictures.
Yeah,
She had an off night. We've talked about this in the year
You're just
before.
giving me a hard time, Mike. That's
I
all.
know. No, I'm used to it. with
Just having
Zappla.
fun.
I'm talking.
It's just the
Tommy,
idea of seeing these people in person after what
was
they've done,
wonderful.
the past history of what they've done. Was amazing for somebody like myself, who's a nobody from Lawrence, Massachusetts, that never saw these people. And it's like there was other thousands of people who were in the same boat. I wish I could have. The only thing that I regret was I tried to get my mother down there.
She never did.
She never I
came.
told her, I'll put you in the front row. I'll
give her a table on the
drive
stage.
you right in.
You can
I'll
go
bring
in.
the wheelchair right to the front row. And she says, no, there's too many people for me. No.
Well, something, you think back and it brings a smile to your face. I can tell what you get excited when you think about it, as do I. There's a lot of moving parts to doing outdoor shows, especially with some of the bigger names.
Right.
And the contracts alone sometimes are mind-boggling.
The riders, yeah.
The riders are crazy. But, something to meet somebody like, God bless him, Neil Sedaka, the Al Martinos, the Connie Francis, Frankie Valli. Yeah. Michael Amante, he's going through a difficult time right now. And, something I hope everything works out well for him. But I had never heard a voice like that, Louis. And when I first saw him, I knew I wanted to bring him to Lawrence. So we have a council, a sitting council. And because I was on the council and I was chairman of the entertainment, I don't know if you remember, I brought my Bose unit down and one of Michael's albums. And I said, this is who I'm interested in bringing here on your approval. And they listened to his voice. They said,
yeah,
go get him. And ever since then, we must have done all together. We probably did 5 or 6 shows.
Right.
Plus, I booked them in Boston at least 8 different times. On Wednesdays, the City Hall Plaza, he played there. He kept me busy. And what a talent!
Right.
What a talent!
It's hard to please everybody when it comes to entertainment because obviously things change every year. Went to 75th. A lot of those people are now not even around anymore. They passed away. That love that type of entertainment. We tried it for many years. Now the whole thing has changed. The demographics has changed. The average, I'm going to say the average person that goes down there is now probably 40 years old, an average. So there's not the 60 and 70s.
What'd you say, 40?
The 20s and 30s, 40, 50.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming.
So, that's why it's changed. And it's very hard to get the entertainment that everybody likes because things have changed. And
but a lot of people there are still that group. They say it's an Italian feast. You should have some Italian entertainment.
Right.
And, Friday night, we do have that. We have a tribute to Frank Sinatra.
Right.
When we come back from break, Wayne, we're going to go through the list, tell us what's going on, when and where. And, Lou, why don't you take us out, pal?
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappla. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-277-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back and in the studio, Wayne Peters. Wayne, I'll tell you, it's always a pleasure to do these kind of shows. And every year, it just seems that it's just as much fun doing it today as it was 28 years ago. And I think that speaks volumes in itself, you know.
And I've been coming on all those years where
right
Tom
from the
had
beginning.
show and continuing on where you did it, and every year with this right around this time, come on, talk about the feast. But like I said, this is my last go around, so
You
I'm
say
happy to be
you
here.
say that. You say that.
My doctor says the same thing to me. And when I go visit, he says, you're not still involved with the feast, are you? I says, "Hey, yes, I am. Are you in charge this year?" I says, well, He says, you told me last year you was it. And I've been telling him for the past 5 years.
Okay. You have quite a bit of stuff going on this year at the society, at the Feast of the Three Saints. Why don't you kind of give us a rundown day by day, starting off with Friday,
Right, so
which
we
would be
know
next Friday, by the way.
Next Friday, the feast opens at 6 o'clock in front of City Hall. We march from City Hall with the dignitaries of Lawrence and the state reps. We march through the traditional streets. And then the first act that comes on stage is at 6:30. It's the Patrick Tobin, Frank Sinatra tribute. And to follow after that at 9 o'clock is the 12 Bars Band. The feast closes at 11 o'clock on Friday night, which then we get into Saturday. The feast opens at noontime. The first act for entertainment on Saturday at 1 o'clock is Forever the Girl. At 3 o'clock, the Bel Airs do up an oldie show.
Christy Cunningham.
At 5 o'clock, something else is going on. And as far as entertainment goes, and at 9 o'clock, we have a great group called Whiskey Six.
I'm not familiar with them. Have you heard them?
I have not, but Joe Delali has really raved about them.
Good to
And
know.
he had said that you're going to be shocked at the performance you're going to see. I said, okay, we'll see.
Okie dokie.
I can't wait.
Okie dokie.
As far as Sunday goes, Sunday morning we have a traditional 10 o'clock mass at Holy Rosary Shrine on Common Street.
Is Dominic going to shed a few tears?
Hopefully, that's another
Boy,
tradition.
does he get emotional. You talk about somebody, the devotion is so much. Unbelievable.
And the feast opens again at 12 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock, which is our biggest day of the feast, we're bringing out the saints. At 3 o'clock, they come out of the church and they're paraded through the same route for 102 years past. Rain or shine, we parade through the streets. They end up at the club on Common Street, and it's called the Moment of Glory. It's roughly around 6 o'clock when we get there, and it's if you haven't been there, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't participated, and just it's something that you'll never forget ever in your life. Thousands of people surround the Vada with streamers and confetti and pigeons going up and balloons going up, and it's
we have a caller, so why don't we try and sneak him in,
okay.
And then we'll come back and finish this up. Caller, you're on the Sicilian Corner podcast.
How you doing, fellas?
Hello.
How you doing, fellas?
Oh, this is Mark Leone, I think. Mark.
Yeah.
How are you, brother?
Just got out of the dungeon. How you guys doing?
Just got out of the dungeon? What's the dungeon?
Yeah. The dungeon's my office.
Hey, we've been talking about the feast, and nobody enjoyed the festival, the feast, more than your dad. God bless his soul.
Oh, sure.
I think of him often. If there was a food, some kind of, we'd have like meals, he'd be the first one up. I don't know how he was always the first one in line, but he never missed. He never
Just in
missed.
case the food was poisoned, he was doing this for his brothers.
That's
Believe
it.
me.
That's it.
Mark, tell them what your role in this feast is. Tell us what your role is.
My role in the feast is to make raw sausage for the brothers, because that's my calling card.
Really?
Well, no, it just goes back to a story with Wayne, because he was too busy to wait for the sausage to be done, and he actually had a sausage that was almost done, but then he complained because he had to leave.
And I told the brothers, never let Mark Leone cook sausage again.
Yeah, but see, they like the finished product when it's done. You see, if you want to eat sausage halfway through, you're rolling the dice.
All right, well, tell people what your role is in the society. What's your biggest?
I'm the sergeant. I'm the sergeant at arms, and I'm the feast marshal.
Right. And who gave you the duties? The feast marshal. Who did you take over from?
My Lord and Savior gave me that position.
And his name.
That's Tommy. That's Tommy Zappla.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. When Tommy retired from that job, he turned it over to.
No, he'll never retire. He'll never retire.
He can't. It's impossible.
Mark, he called me a few weeks ago, and we had a few words like we always do. Tommy and I go back 70 years. My best friend, his mother and father were like my mother and father. Same with him. So we were talking about something, and either he usually ends up getting me mad or I get him mad on the phone conversation.
Always. Old, man. You guys are getting old. You're looking for a fight. Right? You're a step away from assisted living. Are you kidding me? That's what happens when you get old.
So you know what? He actually threatened. He threatened me. You know what he said? He says, "If you don't do what I'm telling you, I'm not coming to the feast."
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously.
I said, what loss would that make to society? I don't understand. At this point in time, I can understand 20 years ago with the role that you had, a very important role. But for this year or last year, and I asked him, what is your role that we might be affected if you didn't show up? Silence.
Dead silence. Yeah.
And then he sent me a text and he says, he hung up on me. Then he sent me a text. He says, I'll be there.
To his defense, he's just like you, me, and a lot of the other members. Once it's in your heart, man, forget it.
Right.
Forget it.
Oh,
I dropped everything I'm doing. I took Friday off. I am not touching this. I'm not touching this industry until, actually, I need a week to recover. So I go back. When do I go back? I go back the 14th.
Well, wow. Mike, that's the problem that Mike, we were talking about it before about the, turning things over to the younger generation and change in leadership. But the problems that we have and the other organizations have. But the main reason is just like you said, we have it in our hearts. We have it. We have that devotion that you can't take it away. That you don't have to ask me to be there. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to do this. Whereby today, with the younger kids and the 20-year-olds and stuff like that, yeah, they'll come, but you got to ask them, and you got to call them, and then they'll be there, and then they'll disappear, and you got to call. So it's like a struggle to get them to help, even though there could be second generation, third generation, but they just don't have that drive that we have. That with us, even as old as you are, and the problems that you and I still have physically, we're still there, and we're doing whatever we can do to make things successful. That's the difference.
Till the day I land at Cardellas, baby. This organization's in my heart big time.
Well, I reiterate the same thing to my wife. I told her, she says, she keeps asking me so when are you going to retire? When are you going to retire? And I say the same thing. On the day that they take me to Cardellas, that's when I'll be done.
No, that's you. See, you don't golf. I am not. I am definitely not going till I'm going to retire in a couple of years, but God bless you, man.
Thank you,
I
buddy.
think you guys are out of time. It's noontime.
Yeah, pretty close. We still have. You want to start running the show and?
No. I'm thinking of you, Mike, because I know your mind's slipping a little bit, but you're still there, man. I'm so surprised that you're still doing this gig. That's fantastic. God bless you.
You know something.
In my next life, I want to emulate you because I don't know a guy that has more fun than you.
I'm enjoying life. I have to say that much.
You're the CEO of yourself.
I agree 1,000%, Mark. I agree 1,000%. When I come back again, I want to be just like him.
I want to be just like Mikey.
Joe Madola, a guy like Joe Madola does things in a week that I'll do in a year.
Right, exactly. Yeah. God bless you.
Hey.
So listen, God bless you too, man, and thanks for having me on at such late notice.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, my friend.
Mark.
Take care of yourself. Viva Alfio.
1, 2, 3.
Hey! What a character he is. I mentioned his dad, Ned, and boy, I'll tell you, We've had a cast of thousands down there. I mean, really, we've had some very
You
interesting.
tell Tommy if he wants to write another book. I mean, he
You
can
should do it about
He can do it about the
characters.
society. Absolutely.
You got Sal.
Yeah, he can write another book. Yeah.
He's finishing up a book right now, and he can't wait to get it done. I don't think. He's been working very, very hard. Thank God he's got Ella.
I'd be remiss if I have to. We've talked about a lot of things in the entertainment and the schedule, but I have to talk about the Crispellis.
Yes.
I have to.
The society.
The society and the Crispellis. So just to go back a couple of years ago, when I mentioned that the conflict with St. Anthony's, so we had a fellow who made Crispellis for us every year that came down, and that was one of the traditions of the feast. Before him, it was Peter Messina. Peter and Ruth Messina had their place on Common Street. Crispellis was
and Ruth is still involved.
And Ruth is still there. But this was a tradition. Crispelli is a tradition for the feast. So when we found out that this person that was making the Crispellis was not going to be with us that year, last year, we got together and we said, we can't have this happen. We cannot have a feast without Crispellis. The Crispellis is part of our tradition along with everything else that we do. So God bless the few of the guys got together, Orazio, John Caprioli, Jimmy Piemonte, and a bunch of guys got together. They made a proposal to the council that they wanted to take on the responsibility of trying to make Crispellis ourselves. And it's kind of shocked a lot of people because it's an enormous undertaking, and it's a very hard thing to do. The amount of help that's needed, the kind of amount of work, the time it takes. So what they did was we gave them the okay. They got a budget. We bought some equipment. And what they started doing was to prepare for last year's feast. They started opening up on Fridays afternoons, even during the winter time. Some days where it's 30 degrees outside, and they just started doing it on a regular basis, and leading all the way up to practice to make it perfected all the way up to last year's feast. We expanded into the parking lot, and it carried over from last year's feast. We got such a fantastic review for what we have and what we've done. It's carried over to this year. They kept doing it during the winter time, many Fridays. So I just want to thank the guys from Orazio, Jimmy Piemonte, John Caprioli, all the guys that have done the undertaking. You've done a great job. And come down and get the Crispellis. You won't be disappointed.
Hey, that makes the end of our show, everybody, and it leaves it with a nice thing to be thinking about. Food. I love it. What's better than a Crispelli? It's tradition. That's what it's all about.
That's what we're all about, tradition.
Hey, listen, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we'll be back next Friday. And we have Esther. We'll be doing a show from Sicily. Take care, everybody. Ciao.